Hello there, everybody. And today for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm reviewing The Return to New York, Part 1. So, I've already reviewed the 2012 version of the Turtles returning to New York, which was also a two-part special, but this is a three-part special. This is where the Turtles and Splinter go up and are ready to have their showdown against the Shredder, but have to go through his entire lair to get there. So this episode is really good because it's a good first part. We're seeing the Turtles finally take action against the Shredder, knowing how tough he is and how his army is going to be tough. And despite that, they're still able to pull it through and fight the Shredder in, I think, the third part. I have to wait and see for the other two parts to refresh my brain on it. But it opens with them returning to the lair. And surprisingly, it has not been infiltrated by any of the foot soldiers or foot elites. But it looks like they're going to get April and Casey to be their sort of computer helper that will to help infiltrate the tower. And they have like a map on the computer of where all the layers are and what areas they should enter. But before they can go, they grab all their gadgets, everything they need to go after Shredder. But Mikey's excited to be back home, of course, and he even goes through the fridge, which was funny. But Splinter decides to tag along so he can have a stance against Orokusaki. But once they do get to the Shredder Tower, they use like the turtle van to take out the main security, and the turtles come out and Splinter, and basically the full episode is them getting attacked by various foot soldiers, and it's just a lot of battling going on. It's really entertaining. We get a lot of good action. We also see them go up against the stealth ninjas, and they first think they're not being followed, but once they do find them, they just battle them, of course. But April, of course, helps them out throughout the whole tower, like I said earlier. We also see Shredder getting really mad that the Turtles have infiltrated the building, because he still thinks they're dead after what happened in the last few episodes during the Shredder Strikes episodes. But when the Turtles do encounter like a giant like foot soldier like on this machine thing, it leads to like Raph jumping on one of the hovercrafts, and honestly it does look like it would be a cool action figure toy. Like you can if you had like a foot soldier toy, you can just put it on there and you can have your 2003 Ninja Turtle toys like attack that thing, or use the turtle van to take out that machine. So yeah, it looks like a cool toy, and it's even sweeter for Raph to use it, but it ends up causing an explosion for the giant foot machine. But Hun, they also have a battle of Hun, who has learned that the Turtles are back, and he does report it to Shredder, of course, and he actually tries to get the foot soldiers to follow them after the Turtles do get away from him, and they almost catch him in the elevator. But the episode does end on a wild note where the Turtles discover that Shredder has been experimenting on these mutant Shredders. So I'm not going to say the plot twist yet for Shredder, but this is what also happened in the Mirage comics, where the Turtles did return to New York and they encountered these creepy mutant Shredders. One's like a gigantic Shredder with 4 arms, the other looks like a crab of some sort, and the other's like a mini Shredder. They also showed up in the 2012 show when the Turtles went to go rescue Splinter from Shredder's lair. I thought that was super cool. They even made some toys of it. I don't know if they made toys of those versions of the mutant Shredders, but they actually look super cool. In my opinion, they just look accurate to the comics. But, of course, the episode ends on a cliffhanger in part 2 where the turtles, I think, encountered, we see the first time, like, the foot mystics, where they look like these elemental ninjas, which they look cool. But this episode was definitely really fun. It was interesting to see the various layers of the Shredder. It's like an early start to, like, a video game where the turtles start out at the bottom and go all the way to the final boss, that being Shredder. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the turtles also grabbed the Tengu sword. If you don't know, the last few episodes ago, the turtles tried to stop the Foot Clan from using like a glowing sword that's ancient that Shredder's been using, and they got their hands on it a few episodes ago. I don't know if I mentioned that in my review of it, but they're going to use that as their secret weapon. They didn't use it yet, but they got to use a glove to protect themselves. Because Raph tried to touch it earlier in the episode, but he ended up getting shocked from it. But I can't wait to talk about that sword for sure in part 3. So I give this episode probably an 8 out of 10 for sure. So I'm excited to review the other 2 parts next week. So anyway, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power.